Hi, my name's Josh from Battle Geek Plus, and this is a Battle Geek Plus battle blog. Here I will do battle with another blogger, and we will fight to the death, because arguing on the internet doesn't work. Oh, that's not what this is about? Okay, so, my bad. Apparently I'm just supposed to talk about stuff. Now I know Brian's been bugging me lately because he wants me to talk about minimalism in gaming, and that's Cat. He's not a minimalist. He is kind of. He doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff. But in any case, minimalism, like I kind of try to take a few things from minimalism to kind of curb general excess, because as you know, geek culture and gaming and all that stuff, there's a lot of stuff involved. A lot of buying things, a lot of consumer this and that. And so it's really hard to be a minimalist and a gamer at the same time. So I don't really call myself one, but I do like to sort of, you know, kind of chip away at the excess and make it all work. And not just end up in a pile of stuff that I just can't get rid of, just surrounded in things. It just doesn't really work out for me. And I do that generally through, you know, downloads, and I also do that through, say, like, rather than, like a lot of my friends who play games, you know, they get like the new thing every month, the new thing. Where me, on the other hand, I tend to be a bit more picky, and aside from like the downloadable stuff or the things you get free from PlayStation Plus, you know, I probably only buy like really 2 or 3 really big games per year, and I probably just play them forever. If it weren't for the fact that the PS4 already came out, and I'm usually playing that most of the time, people would come over to my house and probably still see me playing Arkham City all the time, and that game came out like a few years ago. So, but this does bring me to a point though. I was actually reading an article on a website called Game Rant. I've never been to the site before, but it was talking about how Final Fantasy 15 could signal the end of console gaming in Japan. And what the point was is that Japanese gamers generally don't tend to use home consoles nearly as much as they used to. Nowadays, it's all cell phones and portable devices. Portable devices usually being, you know, things like the PSP, the Vita, the 3DS, new 3DS, things like that. Maybe even older stuff. Heck, I have a Game Boy Advance that I play. And so, and I can see exactly what he was talking about, because really I have a Vita, and the reason I got it is because I like a lot of Japanese style games. You know, games that are like kind of made for the Japanese person mindset or the Japanese taste, that sort of thing. And a lot of them are on the handhelds. When I go to look for something like this on, say, the PS4, I might find 1 or 2 things, but not nearly as much as I would, say, on the Vita. So, you know, I've just got this list of Vita games, you know, that I'm saying I'm gonna get, and everyone's like, wow, that's very Japanese sounding, all those games. It's like, well, yeah, that's where they are. And that's kind of another way to kind of bring it back to the whole minimalism point, is that a lot of it has to do with like clutter and stuff like that, and taking up time. That's another thing about like games or whatnot. You know, I like games where I can sit down and just binge play them for hours, or I can just get a healthy dose of it in like 15-20 minutes and then just stop it and go into it later. So, you know, that's one of the things that's nice about portable games, is I can just boop, turn it off anytime, and I'm good to go. Or like the stages are generally pretty small. One of my favorite Metal Gear games was, I think, this was called Peace Walker. That one was really nice for me because, hey, look, another cat. Because the stages were very digestible, and the cutscenes weren't like, say, Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4 or wherever, where it's all like, I'm gonna sit down to play a game for half an hour, and 29 minutes and 30 seconds of it was like cutscene, you know, and then I have to go do something else. So, I mean, I'll just watch TV if that's gonna be the way it is. So that's really how I try and, you know, work with gaming and minimalism and stuff like that. Isn't so much, you know, stop gaming, stop buying things, stop owning things, you know, sit and be zen, you know, move out to a cabin somewhere. Some people are totally cool with that. me, I still like playing games and whatnot, so instead I just generally tend to get pickier about what I'm going to spend my money on and try not to take up so much actual physical space and so much time just playing games, because otherwise it's, you know, it'd be like the physical version of like a Steam sale in my house where, you know, it would just be games everywhere and I'd never get around to playing any of them. So, I don't know, is there really anything else I need to talk about? No, I think I'm just gonna play video games instead, so, bye.